Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to NSC. What a way to kickstart off the week with some more NSC Valorant. Tonight, we are bringing you Made in Bristol versus Sea Stags X. Now, these are two teams, very good teams. Again, we're still in Div 1 this week, and we will continue to stay in Div 1. So you're getting nothing but the best games. Now, these are two very good teams. I'm not too sure the win or loss rate of these teams. However, again, they've made it here to Div 1. We haven't seen these teams before on this channel. However, being the fact that we are still in Div 1, I'm expecting some big things tonight. Now, last week, we had some great games, some long games, some trapping games, some games that went to 30 rounds, and I was here for nearly 3 hours on stream. I really hope that doesn't happen again today.
It's okay.
It's not okay. It's not. We were here for too long. But today, we have more games. Now, whether these teams are going to be as equal of a matchup, only the stream will be able to tell you once we actually get into the game. But Aiden, what are we expecting from tonight? Have you got any thoughts? You know, I know we have literally no information on these teams, but we can put some random bets on.
Well, look, you know, I love nothing more than a good guesstimate. And when we're in the playoffs here in the upper division, Division 1, in the upper stage of the bracket, you can surely expect that these teams are at the upper echelon of what you can see. So absolutely, I'm expecting, as much as you may not want it to be a close game that goes on for 3 hours, I'd expect to sit here for 4.
Well, I mean, it very well could be a close game. I mean, all the teams that have gone up here have definitely worked very hard. And I doubt there's, you know, any teams have got here, you know, in terms of luck. I think this is skill, strategizing, and dedication that has brought us to the Division 1 within NSC.
100% without a doubt. Once you get to this point, there's no second guessing anyone. Everyone's here to win, everyone's here to fight, and they're here to do it in crushing fashion.
Yep. Well, my name is Josh, this is Aiden, and we are back for another week of NSC. Previously brought to you by a 20-year-old and a now 21, because it was my birthday yesterday, and I'm a bit upset that no one wished me happy birthday. Again, not offended, just disappointed. But anyway, we will be back very soon bringing you Made in Bristol versus Sea Stags X. Be sure to tune in because, again, this is, you know, we're in Div 1. These could be some very close, very interesting games. And I really hope they don't go on for as long as last week. And we will see you guys soon. Hello, and we are back on the desk. I told you we'd be back, and of course we are here again. Now then, our first map has been selected. Now again, a personal favorite of mine, a personal favorite of everyone's, the favorite of everyone's, the best map in the game. You don't get to decide because it is the best map. It's Bind. Now, Bind, a map we've seen quite a few times, a map we've seen played, again, quite a lot. Some very long games, drawn-out games, and it's one of those maps which, in my personal opinion, it's been there since the start of Valorant. Strategies have already been made, and they've already been used, and you see the same kind of things on them time and time again. But with different teams, different strategies come, different things evolve, with more time, more seasons, characters, updates, whatever, you'll always see something new on Bind, and I'm really hoping that tonight, you know, we can see one of these two teams pull something different out the bag for us to run it onto Bind. Now then again, we don't have any information on these two teams, so we are shooting straight in the dark here. Now, Adam, we're taking some blind assumptions here.
Yeah.
Who are you going for?
Was in what
Made in
to
Bristol?
win?
C Stags X.
Oh,
We have no information. These are pure shots in the dark.
Do you know what?
Blind person darts.
I'm telling you right now. I think Made in Bristol.
Made in Bristol.
Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
okay. Well, if you're going for Made in Bristol, I will play devil's advocate here with also no information, and I will go with C Stags X. So we'll play opposing forces here tonight. Then
That's fair enough. I can't wait. Made in Bristol, you've got this. I believe in you wholeheartedly, and I can't wait for you to shut this man up right now.
well then, and we do also have our second map here as well, Haven, if I heard correctly. Now Haven, another one of my favorite maps. Now, I'm a big fan of the original roster of maps that Valorant first had to offer. Bind, Haven, Ascent. You know, these are some of the best maps in my opinion.
For sure.
One of the things I love about Haven is that it's a 3-site map. And it's one of those maps with a massive midsection, a lot of rotations and angles to hold, which you can usually see some really interesting plays and rotations come out from different teams. I mean, usually you've seen Genji really develop a killjoy strategy on this map, you know, holding them in mid and garage and being able to control not just 2 sites, but also garage and a lot of the midsection further out as well. You see the lurks come in on this site. And, you know, this is one of the sites, the maps, where you see Sentinels really pop off. You know, with the Killjoy was one of the most original and well-used Sentinels on this map. Cypher was then later developed, has some amazing trips on that map. We even see some Vice and some Deadlock come onto these maps. Deadlock maybe not so often, but Vice from time to time. But it usually comes down to the Killjoy and the Cypher. And I think depending on which character teams pick, really depends on how the teams play, you know, because Killjoy and Cypher, although they are the same role, they're played similar but also differentiating ways, with Cypher being able to take a lot more space with the fact that, you know, there's no distance on his trips. And Killjoy, you know, if you go a little bit too far, your stuff deactivates. So you got to really be careful when you think about these characters here.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think obviously these kind of, you know, the standard maps that came with the game, they have this kind of allure to them. They're comfortable. People like them. You know, we've seen them a lot, right? It's something that you can feel comfortable and used to. Personally, I'm actually more of a fan of the newer maps that have come in recent time. I like a good bit of Corrode or
Good maps.
final map, which we have just learned, Abyss.
Abyss. Now, Aiden, correct me if I'm wrong. How many maps have we just said here?
3 maps.
3
We said
maps.
3
Now,
maps.
what's different about that from last week? That's right. This week is a best of 3. That's right. We've gotten so far into the NSC playoffs here that we're going into best of 3 games. So, buckle up your seatbelts, take off your shoes, your socks will be blown off, because we're going for 3, maybe going for 3 whole rounds. A definite 2, though. So, again, I'd love to see maybe a 2-0 here for the side of C Stags X. I mean, that's my favorite team for tonight.
You would love to see it, but you won't. You will see a 2-0 though, by the way. It just will be in Bristol's favour.
Bristol's favour. Okay, fair.
Of course. Unfortunately though, because I would like to have seen Abyss, but as we all know, Bristol are going to clean sweep it, and we won't even get to.
What do you think of Abyss? Again, you said how you like some of the newer maps. Would you say Abyss is one of your up there maps?
I like Abyss. I prefer Corrode. If I'm being really honest, and I think this might be a controversial opinion, my favorite map is Icebox.
No, Icebox, great map.
Oh, is that a good thing? Okay.
I mean, I know people hate Icebox, but we're on the same boat here. I love Icebox.
I love Icebox. But Abyss, it's one of them maps. It's really interesting, but...
But anyway, we're going to head over to the character select now. Sorry you took too long to talk.
It's okay,
and we're going to have a look at what we're going to be running on Bind. Now then, we spoke previously just a second ago about how we didn't... Oh, never mind. I was about to say how we don't see a lot of Deadlock, and we immediately see Sim swap over to the Sky there. So, you know, one of those initiators that's really strong, had a little bit of a buff, way back, if you ever remember that character. But we've actually got a double initiator setup for the side of the attackers here.
I mean, there's no surprises on the raise from Turdy to there. and we might see Cataclysm picking it as well. We have seen from the previous, I mean, just from the previous weeks, it feels like there's been a Brimstone in every single one. So Brim is obviously quite a popular choice. Another thing from Albra on the side of the attack here, going Viper, not common in, you know, ranked play, but for these kind of, you know, upper echelon strategic, you know, high tier games, Viper on Bind, I do believe, is a very, very strong pick.
Very strong pick. One of the characters that I think was very much put into play by, you know, the tier 1 professionals, coaches, such and such. But what I'm really interested in is 095. We're running Reyna. Now, if you're new here, you want some follow-up information, I hate that character. Fully hate that character. You know, I'm a die-hard Reyna should not be picked in your games ever. So seeing a Reyna, especially at this level of play, whether that shows confidence or
It might.
lack of skill, but not okay. That's a bad choice of words. My bad. Reyna is one of those characters that, my opinion, doesn't have a great kit. You know, especially when you look at team play scenarios, Reyna isn't one of those characters that you really see benefiting of. It's a very selfish kit, very selfish style of play.
100%.
So to bring it into this kind of level of play where you're, you know, trying to benefit off your teammates, make things work together, it's quite a selfish character. So I don't really, you know, I'm going to be interested to see how this works.
Yeah, I mean, I used to play Reyna all the time, one trick heavy.
Yeah, until I told you not to play the character.
Yeah, and then I stopped. But do you know what?
Have you ranked up since?
Only a little bit.
Okay, well, you have ranked up.
I have.
See, and that is directly cause and correlation, my friend. That is exactly what happens. You get off Reyna, you rank up. You heard it here first, and you clear it again.
I mean, Reyna is just one of those characters where it's true. Like when you're looking at these, you know, top tier levels of play, you have it's a bit less desirable because you can't really coordinate with your team as well because it's a very selfish playstyle, and especially since she just recently got gutted. You know, it's a very interesting pick.
Well, talking about stars to play here, and selfish Reyna, there we go. 095 shutting both me and Aiden up, getting the first pick here onto Albro. That is the first smoke for Bristol going down there. A little bit of mess up from the util there. As 095 catches out a second one on Sim. Cataclysm, though, takes out the Reyna. Turdy with a second, taking out both smokes to the side of Maiden Bristol. Then down to only 2 people, and the Rays on the team, low HP. It's Sam on site with a bomb. He's got some space. Found by Rainy Boots, catches him out. Turdy, though, in the corner. He gets out with a bomb, runs towards B site, which is completely clear. Turdita, though, takes out Cataclysm. Rays on Rays terror here, leaving only Sam, 45 HP in a dream, to clutch this up. I mean, it is pistol. Anything can happen. Technically, everyone's one shot if you hit him in the head. Holding the angle, not choosing to push just yet. Sitting in window. Sight is clear, but we do have 2 ready and spawn for the hit if he puts it down. Bomb goes down. They've heard it. They're moving up, coming in from main here. Opts to back out onto long, and he has that dart coming up in just 7 seconds.
Still waiting.
How much, you know, utility he can get out of that here? I think he's just spotted Turdita. Whether Turdita spotted him, though, is another question. Glaceon pulls out the Prowler, knows exactly where he is, throws it down, and the stick on the defuse. Sam with the first, 1v2. It was destroyed, and the bomb is being stuck. And Kegstream there just about manages to take out Sam at the last second. I mean, that's a really good first round, even for the side of Bristol. Not looking, you know, particularly favorable in the start there off of a great start from 095. But, you know, getting the bomb down, putting 2 at the end there, that's a good way to make it up. I honestly didn't expect it to go that far in.
I mean, it's really unfortunate there. As you saw, it wasn't able to get the positioning very correct in the smoke. I mean, almost was really, really like beautifully played. But I mean, seeing 095 with that instant pick there, it kind of shows why the Reyna's been picked. Maybe there's that kind of confidence where it's like, yeah, let me just take this. Let me try and get as much as I can for the team and be a very selfish.
And again, Reyna's a very aggressive character. When put in the right hands, we could see something exactly like that. I think we can expect big things from 095 here. I think it is confidence. There's no lack of anything. It's aggressive plays from Soul Stag. Turnito with 2. Does get called off, but Kegstream is there to pick up the slack, leaving only Sam once more. But Rainy Boots is there with the Outlaw to clean it up. And that is 2-0 already to Sorry Stags X. Now, Aiden, what was that you said about Maiden Bristol?
Do you know what? It's growing pains, is what it is. I'm not entirely. I mean, look, it was a bonus. I mean, it was eco round, right? Okay, we can't. You know, put anyone down just yet. 095 is scaring me though, quite a lot. Just based on those first 2 aggressive picks. I mean, the crosshair placement is really, really good from the Reyna there. But you know what? Don't count them out. This is the round where we'll really see.
It is only second round, so, you know, anything could happen. Glacier on there, but in an awkward corner. Spotted bombed. Rest of the team is walking up here. We're going to see a little bit of a switch here as the bomb does make them back up here. But Glaceon is still in an awkward corner. The flash from through. They don't know! They don't know! But the flash from his teammate, I think, caught him out, maybe? No, never mind. I know I'm being dumb. That was the flash from the sky.
They found my trap.
Prevented him from getting any kills in the corner there. Great positioning, though. We're seeing the rest of the team. Is that a Radiant buddy? Oh, okay. Okay, Sim, I see you. I see you.
I mean, instantly here, you put in a 5v3 situation. Bristol's looking good, hopefully getting some of their confidence back. But it's just about converting here. This is where it's at its most crucial. I
mean, this third round here for any team that loses the first two is definitely in your favor. Enemy team on the bonus. You've got the guns, and I think there was a little bit of a misplay there from Sorry Stags as they tried to make something happen with those close range weapons. Made in Bristol, a little bit of a faster burst back onto site here as they aim to take it. Sorry Stags going back here. Albro though manages to catch out Rennie Boots. More space has been made as window is completely clear. Some sprays going down. We do have one going in the smoke here. Just past. Takes out Kickstream though. Shut off by the Viper Molly. We have 095, the last one standing. Only 30 HP.
Oh, wow.
But a beautiful one tap from Cataclysm. Takes 095 out of the game there from that 1v5 and puts Made in Bristol straight on the board 2-1. Now again, okay. I got a bit cocky to start. I'll say it. I'll say it. It was only the second round, but it was fun to see. I mean, it was a good start for Sorry Stags.
It definitely was, but there is another thing at play here, Josh, and it's that they won their bonus round, right? They won the round that they were supposed to win, but they did it without losing a single player, which means they get to keep all of their guns. For the most part, I think they kept all of their shields. This is now as even as it can be. It's a position you want to be in if you're Bristol.
True. A very good matchup. We are going to see Made in Bristol try to make some space there, but Rennie Boots shuts out Zoic. And there we go, 095 catching Alba in the same position as original Sim, the only one on ace out there trying to go. So we've seen the ultimate report by Sam. He catches one, doesn't manage to find the connection afterwards though. Cataclysm with the second, taking out Rennie Boots. A beautiful trade coming in from the B side there. And we're seeing Made in Bristol go for a little bit of a rotate. However, we do have that raise still on A side in a nice corner there. Not noticed yet from any other members of Made in Bristol. So a little bit of a push up. We may get a nice easy pick there.
I mean, we have a 4v3 here. It's not looking great for Bristol, but obviously anything can change within a sec.
And there's that change. 095 taking out Sim, possibly hinting towards a push from Made in Bristol on the A side. Turdida nice and close. Doesn't know there's someone above him, though. Sam, from the other angle, Cataclysm about to peek into the crosshairs of Turdida. Double shot and catches the second.
Oh, wow.
Shuts down Made in Bristol and puts Sorry Stags a third point onto the board here. I mean, okay, Made in Bristol, you had a nice comeback, but Sorry Stags maybe starting to run away with it a little bit, keeping their 2-point lead.
I mean, really good judge play there. I mean, you hate to see it, but it is a lovely, lovely play. I do not like looking at someone get a 2K with the judge. It makes me feel a kind of way. But you can see Turdia still with that judge.
I mean, you're forced to come into these really close angles against, a Raze, a character with fast mobility, has a lot of options to search these angles and, do a lot of damage. So, forcing you into these close spaces where you have a judge is working very well. I mean, we've seen multiple kills come from Turdida there.
It's just whether Bristol can adapt to this kind of play style here from Turdida.
Lets himself get scanned here, perhaps trying to make Made in Bristol push up here. Has that teleport up and ready, wants to get that first pick and get straight out. And there we go, Cataclysm goes down. He's letting himself take all of the utility there. Caught in the corner, location still scanned, gets flashed, and Albra out on site. Manages to find Rennie Boots, but Kickstream and Glaceon takes out the final two, left on site. And Sam, for the third time already, is left the last one in a 1v4. Multiple members on B site. Goes a little further back here, does have the spike, doesn't have to worry about that. What he does have to worry about is 095 in a beautiful position, whiffs the first shot, tries to get it closer, gets a little bit of a warning shot on. Sam repeaks. Long distance battle here, manages to take out 095. Some beautiful shots through the wall. Doesn't lose any HP whatsoever and makes it a 1v3. He has the bomb, he has some utility, and he's opting to rotate over long-sided walk here onto A
30
perhaps.
seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing Sam often in these 1v3, 1v4 situations. Now, I think this is the second or third time it's happened so far already. And, it's obviously it hasn't gone his way all of this whole time, but...
Steps definitely heard there, though.
Ah, there you go.
Glaceon with a beautiful 3K, taking out Sam to finish out round 5.
Yeah, I mean, Surrey's looking really confident at this point. They are taking these gunfights and they are doing really well. Rainy Boots looking like a dead eye with whatever weapon they have. Really, really looking good. Both duelists have their ults now. How they use them, I'm not sure. But it could be a free round for them if they are able to utilize them correctly.
Absolutely. I mean, I think one of the key deciding differences we see from low to high tier players is the crosshair placement. I think that really is showing with these teams right now and those initial picks that they're getting. You know, 095, Rainy Boots, just the perfect placement for anyone to walk in, die death immediately. If you're peeking those common angles, those easy angles, swinging those angles, you know, just unprecedentedly, you're going to get caught just like that. And I think that's what, you know, Made in Bristol really needs to be careful of here. Because sorry Stags have that, you know, that high tier performance and you know, ability to just take you out if you peek like that.
Yeah, I mean, 095 showing why the Reina was picked. I mean, just relying on their pure skill, which they very clearly have, to just be selfish, do what they want to do, and take control of the game.
105 off into small shots there. Caught out in the open by Albert, but Glaceon there to pick up the slack. Isn't able to. No, he's able to get out just about. Zoic finds Turd Eater, but 095 low health in the back. Cataclysm gets through, but Glaceon takes him out. Extra with another, but Glaceon gets found by Zoic. And it's a 3v1 with Kegstream finding the final one. A little bit of a mayhem happening there, some smokes, some things happening in 3 different points on the site.
Yeah, it was like 3 mollies at one point there that went out. It was very, very scary. But Surrey gets it again. I mean, it's 5-1 now. They're kind of running away with it. They need to... Bristol needs to start doing something a bit different here if they want to change the tide of the game. Because right now, it seems that Surrey just kind of has this, you know, control over the game.
I think Made in Bristol, they maybe perhaps need to start using some more utility for the start of the rounds, or perhaps take things a bit slower. Because, you know, they're just running straight into Stags, who are taking these very aggressive angles and are just hitting you immediately. I mean, you're just swinging angles unnecessarily, like, you know, with no information. You're just going to get tapped.
I mean, look at Rainy Boots. They're just instantly going through past Hookah to see if they can pick him up.
Speaking of, Sam does manage to find Rainy Boots. The start of the round does go in the way of Made in Bristol, but can they capitalize off of it? There we go, 095 taking out Zoic, but Albert with the retrade. A 3v4 though, still in the way of Made in Bristol. Sam though spots out Turd Eater, not going to go up there and engage with the judge.
Yeah, we've seen how that story ends before.
This is the flash. Backs up here.
The smart play from Sam.
Turd Eater throws down the rim bar, manages to find Albra, but gives Albra away into the teleporter with Sim. Doesn't teleport immediately, opts to back out here. I think Sim is staying though. We do have to be careful if we're trying to teleport in there, but not quite. Made in Bristol ready for a fast hit here as we hear the raids jump straight through. Warning shots are fired. Kegstream in a nice angle there. Glacier finds Cataclysm. Sound Albert with the second and third. No one is left on the side of B, leaving only Turd Eater in a 1v3. Coming in from the side here. Judge in hand. Sheriff on the open. 77 HP. Some shots from Albert coming out first. Mollied off. This is going to be a very difficult retake.
Oh,
and difficult it is as Albert takes out Turd Eater with a nice little 3K to close out the gap that Surrey Stags have started to walk away with. A 3-point lead. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, they did something different. It was a lovely snake bite at the end there to zone off and a really nice pick. Albra with the 3K. I mean, they did do something that they played a bit slower, you know.
I think that's what it comes down to. You know, it's getting that information, playing slower. I mean, when you don't have as much information, when you don't really know what's going on, you don't just want to swing unnecessarily because things are going to be a little bit dangerous for you. You don't know who's where. And especially when you're going up against a team such as Surrey Stags who have the skill to keep taking players out just like that. Swinging unnecessarily isn't the way to do it. Now, here we go. The util starting here. Almost catches out 095, but he pushes very aggressively. Thankfully, Albert is there for the retrade, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, 095 may not be getting the advantage per se for their team, but they are, you know, they're getting these kills on the way out no matter what. And, you know, when you have a Reina on your team, that's not going to provide a lot of team utility, and you take out something like a Sova, it can be really damaging for the side of the attack.
I mean, sorry, Stags hasn't really lost any utility off of that death here, but Made in Bristol has lost a lot of information. Technically, you could see 095 as just something of a speed bump. Getting that position there, getting that first kill, kind of stops Made in Bristol from getting any space here. Turd Eater, though, still in that very aggressive space on the side here. I mean, the moment they walk up here, we can expect something. Doesn't know anyone's on the other side. But the wall, I don't think it's going to go down by the time they get into lamps. He has no way of knowing if anyone's crossed. We do see the Brim go to try to check it, but Albra is there to spray down Turdy to find Zoic. Albra is still there though, gets the money into the corner, but found by Sim as well. The spray through the wall. The ultimate comes through, 2 ultimates come through. Sorry.
Bring them down.
Glaceon matches with the ultimate. The Prowler finds exactly where they are. Rennie Boots running straight in, catches Albra.
Last player
And
standing.
Cataclysm Cataclysm with a beautiful and fast reacted 2K from Showers there.
I mean, Albra showing exactly why Viper is such a good pick on this map with that wall, you know, freely walking into lamps, getting the surprise on the Brim there, which put the round heavily in Bristol's favor as they get another point, making it a 2-point gap now.
I still think Surrey Stags are possibly, you know, going to be walking away with this. I think the only thing that really gave them the advantage there was the use of, you know, 2-3 ultimates. But
it's a momentum shift, Josh. It's a momentum shift.
I would say
Valorant's
the
a
momentum
game.
shift is not going to continue here because Surrey Stags do still have 4 ultimates and Chambers coming out immediately here. And on the side of the defense, there you go. There's your momentum change. Rainy Boots with the first and immediate pick onto Zoic. Turdita plays the same position every time and found immediately. Also, with the Sova ultimate being pulled out here, Kexstream though still managing to sit in Lamp's there.
Oh my
095,
God.
the perfect shots even through the wall. Doesn't even need to see the enemy. It has X-ray vision. A second shot there from the chamber. Catches Sim on a third. Rennie Boots, another of 4, 3 kills. That game with the ultimate, I mean, you want to talk about momentum change, there it is. There's just speed bump. There's the aggression that Surrey Stags brings into their own. Maiden Bristol, if they don't play this at near perfection, I think Surrey Stags, you know, it's
Look,
there. The aggression is just preventing them from taking any space, fighting any angles, pushing onto any site. I mean, these are some dangerous players we're looking at.
I mean, when you talk about crosshair placement as we have for the past couple of rounds, and you see 095 having such beautiful crosshair placement that even though the door shuts, he still picks up the kill. I mean, that's another level of skill right there that we're not used to seeing.
You'd think now that Maiden Bristol maybe catch on to the ways of Surrey Stags here with 095 pushing up every single time. Sam, though, does catch on Rainy Boots. I think they might have started to catch on to where Surrey Stags peak.
Feeling safe.
095 doesn't want to give too much space, but doesn't want to take too much either. Is playing a very nice passive. Backed out here, just watching Lamps. We see Albra and the Sova sitting outside A main here. There we go. Forcing out the raise into the teleporter, straight over to B site. As Maiden Bristol have a nice burst onto the site, leaving only 095 there by himself. The smoke is up, but he's walking up.
Spike planted.
Perfect smoke placement, catches one,
aggression.
and dismisses immediately, gets out, has the ultimate. Whether this is the time to pop it, yes it is. Pops the ultimate. Glaceon still has that haunt, could find some players if this gets placed in the nice position here, throws it out. Razor ult from both sides, found, Glaceon gets taken out by Zoic. Turd-Eater, low HP. It's a beautiful 3v3, and Kexstream with a nice spray that managed to take out Cataclysm.
enemy remaining.
With a second there from Sam as well, with only Zoic left, but 095 is there with the 3k
I mean,
to give them the win.
095 absolutely, I mean, Kexstream really good 2k, but 095 with an unbelievable aggressive push. They push onto the side, they have complete control after pushing the raise through the TP, but it doesn't matter because 095 says, I am just going to run at you no matter what because I feel like I am better. And that's, that's what they're doing.
He's not wrong, he's getting this. I mean, can we quickly pull up the scoreboard, a tab quickly? There it's 13 and 5. Wow. Okay, I mean, when you've got a player who seems to be of the caliber of 095, I think just putting him on the selfish character, which they can just benefit off of. I mean, it's flashes for yourself, it's a heal for yourself, it's a dismiss for yourself. You need to worry about your teammates. You're doing it all yourself.
Yeah,
13 and 5. You know, round 11 is crazy. Crazy. Sorry. That was crazy. Turd-Eater, though, on the other side of this wall, Sam possibly predicting it.
Oh, wow.
The whiff from Turd-Eater, who reacts in time, but just not quite as fast as Sam was. Rainy Boots, though, catches out Albra. Again, it's these players, they know exactly where to push. You think Maiden Bristol, they found it last round, but this one, not quite. The timing from Kexstream as he rotates through. Doesn't catch the members. And my Maiden Bristol have moved as well. 095 and 6, about something to 1v1 there.
Wow.
Sam catches one, dismisses out, doesn't go for the fight. His crosshair was not in the right placement. Does get spotted by the location there. A second eye.
Yeah, I mean, 095, I genuinely thought they were going to take both kills right there.
It shows both mechanical and game sense skill here. Knows exactly what fights he can and can't take. Very well played.
095 is
An
definitely
early bomb,
playing what
095
to-
peaks. Catches
Yeah,
that one,
another-
dismisses immediately. I mean,
Spike
it's
down
just
B.
amazing. 27 HP, still trying to fight.
Enemy
Catches out the
remaining.
second, doesn't have the heal. Scopes him nicely, just like
30
it's just Sam.
seconds
Sam,
left.
though, has the utility to possibly take him out of backside. A little spray hit, there we go. A second for Sam.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! The 4K, Sam, what are you doing?
Ult is ready.
Put it down to a beautiful 1v1. Has the bomb and he's choosing to stick. B-side doesn't know
Oh
that
my God.
Glaceon's there. Glaceon
Oh my God.
shifts up. Oh! All of his work for nothing. He didn't expect the rotate to be so quick.
I think maybe he thought
Last
that
round
they
before
would
the
think that he
switch.
was going to switch or something. But that was
Yeah.
almost miraculous from Sam. Really well played to get that 4K, showcasing what that anything can really happen in
The
these rounds.
snaps of the shots were nuts there.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. But Glaceon, obviously, really good read, shuts it down before anything.
Speaking
can
of
come of it.
speed, can we talk about how fast we've gotten to round 11 here?
No, I know this. I mean, this has been the epitome of destruction.
I mean,
this game.
we have not been here for long, and these rounds are going fast. The moment there's some momentum, it's going. 095 immediately wants that fast entrance here.
Uh-oh.
Utility and ultimate dumps though, as
Yeah,
095 is
there you
taken
go.
straight out. Nate and Bristol are making sure he doesn't push up here. But speaking of pushing up, we have Rennie Boots coming in from the back. Sim
Oh,
though,
wow.
taken out by the boombot. Even here for
galore.
Maiden Bristol, I say that as Alba catches a second. Kickstream stops the plant
Oh, lovely.
completely as Sam is also taken out. Eternito with the shotgun, the shorty.
I mean,
Leaving only
Teddy
two
just
members
knows.
of Maiden Bristol left on the attack. The spike far out in sight. Smokes go down. None left for Zoic. He walks up here. He spots a Vandal that he wants. Turdita, though, playing that close range. He's not going to pick up the Vandal. He's not going to try and
One
get any
enemy
information. But
remaining.
Turdita, though, takes out Zoic, the corner peak. And Rainy Boots from the flank, 9-3. Now, Aiden, I know you're new-ish to Valorant, but have you heard of the 9-3
Josh,
curse?
I've heard of the 9-3 curse, and because I'm newish to Valorant, I believe in it wholeheartedly.
So you think there's a chance that Maiden Bristol are going to come back on the attack
I think
here?
it was done purposefully. I think they've given themselves a 9-3 buff.
Okay.
And that's why Main Bristol will win this game. However, every time I watch 095, I start to believe a little less.
Well, I mean, we saw 095 and Turdita, two very aggressive players. 095, Turdita, and Ready Boots. Some very aggressive players for the side of Sorry Stags here, who, on the defense are getting this aggressive. I would argue more aggressive than the attackers. So to put them on the flip side, onto the attack side here, I mean,
Yeah,
I think this is going to work in their favor. So to get, 9-3 playing aggressive on defense, what's it going to look like from their attack? Only now
Revealing
will tell.
area.
I mean, look, Josh, if you want an idea of how aggressive this game has been, can you remember one time we've seen the bomb explode?
Oh my God, you're right.
We haven't seen the bomb explode once. Every round this game that has been won through the enemy killing
Seek and destroy.
one another.
Speaking of kills, Cataclysm with the first onto Rennie Boots, one of the aggressive players we spoke about. But it looks good for Maiden Bristol initially. Sam, though, very aggressive here. Might take a 1v3
Oh,
as
wow.
Turdita picks out Sam with the classic.
Very unfortunate there for Sam.
Makes it even, though.
Yeah.
A good coordinated burst from Sorry here could lead them onto the site.
Albert
They're opting
playing
to back up
soft.
a bit. Not taking the teleporter quite yet. Cakestream swings, spots.
Are they
Osram
aware?
has the same team.
Are they aware?
Sim, though, in the corner. 095 attempts to clear, but gets one tap by Sim as Glaceon comes in with a trade. Albra sneaking up, though.
It's a 3v3 at this point, but we do have
30
the
seconds
raise
left.
here on low HP, so Bristol are favored. However, anything can happen. Oh wow, they've
And we
read it
see them-
perfectly.
yeah, they were going to go for the rotate, but no longer. Albra with the first, with the second, and the help from Zoic to pick up the third. And Maiden Bristol doing better on their defense than they were on attack, taking the first pistol round.
Just a really good read there from Albra and Zoic, just knowing exactly what they needed to do.
I mean, I think backing up and re-hitting was definitely a smart thing to do here, but at this level, when you're in pistols, over-rotating is a big thing. I think it's just better to just, stick to your guts, stick to the site. You're already here, might as well hold it. 2-on-1, how else are you going to play it?
Yeah, for sure.
Might as well just not rotate and keep it.
I mean, we're going to see some different lineups here from the back. I mean, how does that TP work with the...
So the anything goes through the teleporter. So the moment that goes down, it goes through the teleporter and comes out on A side.
Wow. Viper
Okay.
just showing why he's such a strong character.
Where are you?
So Rouge Stags possibly going for of aggression here as they throw down a lot of U2 initially. As we've mentioned before on this channel, it's very good to stick just together, just to run it down to a couple more on one site. It looks like despite that, Sorry actually want to play for information. There we go. The dog just about managing to get around to spot Rainy Boots. He goes up a little bit, wants to maybe get a nice angle here, but Cataclysm has just backed straight out after getting the orb.
I mean, we definitely are seeing something different from the Sorry Stags here, being much less aggressive than we used to.
I would argue that's purely because of the guns, though. You know, if they had the guns to fight this, I think they would. I think they're waiting for Maiden Bristol to possibly make a move.
Yeah, I mean, whatever they're doing, I trust that when we see 095 with the Sheriff, that's something bad. But, oh.
Sim there, spots 3. Zoic takes out Glaceon. A nice position from Stags there, but it doesn't matter as Cataclysm takes out Kextreme as well. And sorry, left us only 3 members.
Left.
Rainy Boots with the Headhunter, though. Doesn't spot the one up top. Sitting patiently.
Oh, wow.
Out the air!
That is
Cataclysm!
horrendous.
You
for
monster!
30.
With a third! Out of the air! Headshot! Cataclysm, you beast!
I mean, that is just insane.
That was a little bit disgusting.
A headshot, no less. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, I would love to have seen that from their perspective. However, it's 9-5 now.
This is the round that Sorry get guns. I would be a little bit scared if I was Maiden Bristol. You know, it was a good last round, but now Sorry, they can keep up the aggression. And not only can they keep up the aggression, they can keep up the aggression with the guns that they want.
True. I mean, it's true. We have seen overall Sorry have a bit of a monopoly over the gunfights. However, momentum does seem to be shifting again. I know we've said this before, a bit deja vu, but 9-3 curse.
095 takes out Cataclysm immediately.
Yeah, just shut me up.
As they run straight onto A site. Zoic, though, takes Turdita out of the air as he tries to offer backside. 095, some warning shots in there. Sim, though, with the run and gun, catches 2. 095 isn't able to find anyone as Sim comes in with the third 3K, leaving only Rainy Boots on site by himself. Doesn't have the spike, has the ability out. Swings a little bit too close, and Albra finds Rainy Boots. And there we go, Maiden Bristol continuing their winning streak here.
Winning the bonus
Closing out the lead, 9-6.
It was very interesting to see 095 actually with the Guardian. I think it's because of the Sheriff pick on the Eco round. Well, it did help them get a pick. I mean, they weren't, fully together in their buy, and now things are looking scary if you're Sorry, because Bristol have just won their bonus round.
They are still in the lead, though. I mean, only a couple rounds until the win. Maiden Bristol do have to, keep up the pressure to manage to pull it back here.
I believe in them.
And we are seeing this little bit of a split that comes in. Rainy Boots often found on the other side. Doesn't want to get too aggressive there. Backs out quite a bit. Going the long way around. Albra, though, in a very aggressive corner. We don't usually see this coming out from the controller players. Sim, though, a beautiful kill through the smoke. Sam with the 2K with the Odin catches the bomb. That's going to make Maiden Bristol rotate a little bit, I think. They know where it is. I mean, Albra there just going straight, walking all the way forwards. But you can see one of, Stags up there. 095 just about gets the timing as he backs over towards window.
I mean, we've seen Sim here be a big thorn in Surrey's backs for the past 2 rounds here.
Speaking of thorns, Zoic.
A
spiky angle there. Rainy Boots stepping a little bit too far, and Sim
again.
Amazing play from that angle there. It's almost like a little bit of a head peek, but it doesn't matter to Sim as he hits those shots, putting Maiden Bristol only 2 points behind Stags.
A flawless round there for Bristol, showcasing yet again the momentum might be shifting, the tides might be turning, and who knows what we can expect. However, we are seeing Surrey again should be able to get a full buy here at this point. So what might happen, I don't know, but all I do know is that Bristol are not going down without a fight at this point.
I mean, whether this is Maiden Bristol, just warming up a little bit, or perhaps they're just better on the defense, I don't know. 095 does the flash and immediately takes out Cataclysm as he walks straight into the crosshairs of the Reyna. Rainy Boots opts to take the space with 095. Zoic wants to fight this, it looks like. The Sova ult coming out. More abilities. Nice shots there from 095. The flash comes through, but he finds a third.
Wow.
095 with a beautiful 3K. Turdita takes out Sim, and that is a site nearly for the taking for Stags.
Spike
Sam, not in an awful position with the Odin. but needs to find a way on the side. It looks like he's just going to save it. But 095 in pure aggressive fashion is chasing him down. Swings, takes some shots, and Sam coming in with a dirty spray there to clean out 095. Doesn't look like anyone's going to push a little bit too hard there as Sam walks away with the Odin.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that every time I bring up a momentum shift, they just shut me up. And sorry, have taken
You're not
back.
allowed to make predictions.
Uh-oh.
Gets broken. Sam knows he's there. Not sure if he wants to go for the kill or just get away. Just get away. He's going to sit in the teleporter. However, Glacial knows he's there. He doesn't really think he's going to be too dumb to just walk out. He's going to stay there nicely. Keep his gun. And there we go. Surrey Stags hitting the double-digit points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, minor setback there for Bristol. However, you know, are we seeing... We've seen them win a bonus round. There's no reason that they can't win it. I mean, honestly, it just comes down to those initial picks. I think when you have 095 hitting those shots like he did in that round there, that's really the deciding factor. I think if you're Bristol at this point, you want to take it slower. You don't want 095 to get that kind of boost.
I think it's just avoiding those initial deaths. If you can kind of get round that first pick that Sorry Stags keep managing to find, I think that's a good way to play the round in a slower fashion.
100%.
Because they seem really good at snowballing here. With the operator, a nice flick onto Rainy Boots. Just about misses 095 as he's left on 2 HP, forced to take the teleporter and get out.
Seeing Cataclysm there. Maybe a bit of a CS player, as I see every time that op shot came out, right to the knife. I wonder if that's any...
Is that a CS thing? I thought
yeah,
it was just a...
in CS, when you shoot with the operator, you have to... Yeah, you pull out your knife instantly, so I'm thinking maybe there's some history there.
I've been told it is a CS thing. Tony, a little bit of a peek there as he rejoins. Albra running away. Not Albra, it's the Sky running away. Sam on the backside, but 095 is in a beautiful headshot angle to take him out.
The placement from 095 this game
amazing.
has been unbelievable. Todia with the ultimate here, I wonder if it will come out.
You have ultimates from Razors on both sides. Speaking of ultimates, there goes the Sky ult, spotting all members of Surrey Stags.
Albra staying tucked here. I mean, they're not staying. They're staying to this B side.
There we go. 095 taken out by Sim. Albra though takes out Tony after the ultimate. Albra with a 2K, and there we go. Zoic, the final kill for that round, closing it out a little bit more. Sorry, Stags not able to walk away with the points that they had as much as they thought they would. The game is getting ever so slightly closer.
Yeah, I mean, Bristol there sticking to their guns on the B side, which ended up being the right play. Albra staying tucked in a really, really good position, allowing them to get that 2K there. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point gap yet again.
I mean, as we said, I think Made in Bristol were very much able to get round that first pick the Sorry Stags keep managing to find. In fact, they were the one to get it this time with the Operator. I think the Operator, great gun for getting that initial pick. So to have it on your side, definitely a benefit. Skyflash there, spots one down long. Cataclysm doesn't want to move. As the Operator again. 095, maybe not expecting it. Peek here could be dangerous. On the Sky, and Cataclysm uses it perfectly as bait to walk straight out and take out that aggression, that speed bump that the Rainer has been for Surrey.
Yeah, I mean, you see that right there? Yeah, this is what I was going to say. I think as soon as that pick on 095 comes out, there is a confident indicator of how the round will go. And as we see, Albra gets another pick, making it a 5v3 here. And, you know, if I had to place a bet, I'd say Bristol's just going to take this round quite comfortably.
I mean, yeah, the attack here with 2 members down is definitely going to be quite hard as much as you've lost your aggression here as well. Sam, though, with a 3rd pick for Bristol, leaving only 2 members of Surrey. Edging around the smoke.
Looks like is that slight one way or?
Somewhat. There we go. The speed comes out. Surrey with the first, with the second. Tony and Extreme, although they tried to play together, they just fell as 2. A 1 point lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like it's a mentality shift as well. As soon as that first pick comes out for either side, it's like, yeah, okay, this is ours now. And then they play like it's theirs.
Yeah, sorry, don't seem to know what to do once they don't have that aggression, though. These slow pushes, these team play pushes almost that they should be benefiting off of, they should be used to, aren't there? They're just kind of running with 095 and Rainy Boots as they, you know, essentially carry the team. I'd say, you know, maybe their backs are hurting a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look, 095, it's almost as if, and it's not true by any means that 095 is a crutch, but it's like they're playing as if it is, if that makes sense.
There we go, Zoic finding the aggression again from Surrey. It's these fast plays, perhaps Surrey taking it too fast this time. Maybe they need to look at playing it slower.
I think ultimately it comes down to just being more confident in yourself, because as soon as the first pick comes out, oh wow.
Wait, that was an accident. That was through the Prowler.
Wow.
I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better accidental shot. Glaceon takes out Cataclysm with the Judge. We have 2 in play here as Turd Eater also with the Judge. Sim on site, playing side by side. Glaceon, nothing but dust and a smoke to separate them. He's on site, he's behind the box. No one knows where he is though. Surrey in a beautiful position there, taking the site. They're just holding on to it. Looks like Bristol. Neither team really knows where the other is perfectly. We're just kind of waiting for one of them to make a mistake, and there it is. 095 and Sim spotting each other.
I mean, I'd be scared if I had 095 lurking around the site. Yeah.
Speaking
exactly
of the devil, there he goes. Not one, but two. Pulls out the sheriff to find it. Zoic, though, stops the plant. 25 seconds left. The first teleport comes through. Puts Zoic in a nice position there with backup from his team. But we're seeing the teleport come through as the bomb is going to be planted on B site this time. Completely and totally empty. It's planted back site for Turd Eater, telling his teammate, come here, come from this side. We've got it, it's fine. Flipping it here as Maiden Bristol were forced to re-attack the site on their side of defense.
I mean, this is an interesting round for sure. By far the longest, I would argue.
And speaking of long angles, Turd Eater with the operator for the longest angle on this site.
I mean, it's a great position.
They tried to peek. Catches it first. It's only Zoic. Wasn't spotted there by Turd Eater, and I don't think he knows.
Oh, wow.
Finds the first, but there we go. The trade-off from Glaceon, putting Surrey back up a little bit more.
Yet to see the bomb explode. But
no, we've seen it go. We've seen it go once.
Oh, we have?
We've seen it go once. Yeah, Sam was forced to save. He backed all the way out.
Oh, of course. Yes, of course.
That was the only time we've seen it explode, though.
I mean, really well played there from Surrey. A really good position from Turd Eater with the op.
Absolutely.
Just holding a really good angle. That was almost impossible to get through. I think Brim had already utilized all the smokes. And, you know, at that point, it's just, you just got to hope. But it's always going to be tricky. I mean, we see 24 and 15 from 095 there.
Nuts. 095. Very strong player. And an immediate ultimate from Surrey actually still manages to catch Sim.
I mean,
Okay.
that is just ball knowledge to another level.
A second ultimate there to trade for Bristol. Zoic with the first, with the second.
God.
Spike down A.
But Rainy Boots walks in for the backside and takes him out there, giving lamps to
You
Surrey.
want to play?
The bomb.
Let's play.
Kickstream teasing it. He does get it down. Rainy Boots though falls into an awkward angle. Has the ultimate. But Albro wants that position. They're doubling up. He peeks. He swings. Rainy Boots though with the trade. Cataclysm takes out 095. Rainy Boots a lot of health. Kickstream though with the 3K on site. I mean, these two are demons when you put them on together.
I would not have seen it going that way. I mean, they were both very low HP, but Kickstream just pulls out of the bag there.
I mean, I think it's worth noting, although we have these aggressive players on Surrey, such as Rainy Boots and 095, you have these players who come in clutch. I think the complete opposite side of the aggression, we have the defense. Kickstream and Glaceon here, really good at just holding down their angles, holding down their sides. You see them often doubling up with someone else, using their utility to be able to, you know, give information and position and advantage to the, the ones who want to take the space. And I think it's really well played from Surrey here.
I mean,
100%.
100%.
Not perfect by any means, but really well done. Cataclysm.
I mean, seeing
found early there.
with that ult instantly, like just knowing where they were going to be, I mean, it's something else. Sort of coming up with the dog hit. 095 gets another pick. I mean, what else did you expect?
Smells the barrel.
Turd Eater with that classic Judge coming in, making it a 5v3 now. Just gonna looks like they're gonna run riot on the A site here. Zoic holding lamps though, tucking in the plant, goes off. 095 maybe looking to take this peek here in lamps. Takes
One
Albert out.
enemy
Zoic's going to try,
remaining.
and 095 is going to get 3, and Rain Boots is going to finish it off.
Attackers
13-9. The winner of the first game, Surrey Stags X.
I mean, speaking of aggression, you have to think about the speed that comes along with it. And then, sorry, they said, you know, enough of the games, enough of the rotating. We're going to go for A, and they ran it down. I mean, you saw Bristol initially. They tried to take a big stop to Surrey there. You see them, you know, nearly get the first pick here, not quite going in their way. But I mean, you can't just talk about the aggression. You got to talk about the speed that you know these players on Surrey just kept walking up and getting these early picks time and time again. And you know, it is obvious, but you have to find a way to work around it. And as we said, if you can't find a way to work around it, you're just going to fall to them. And I think that's where Bristol maybe, you know, fell a bit short. You know, not losing those often 1v1s that put Surrey in the advantage. They took that first kill and they rolled with it all the way to 13 points.
100%. I mean, that match really did come down to who's getting the first pick, whose momentum shift in their brain. Because it didn't even feel like Surrey didn't need 095 to win. But as soon as 095 got the pick, in their mind, instantly, it's like, okay, we have this. And the same goes for Bristol. As soon as 095 fell, they just thought instantly they had it. It's almost as if they didn't have any players that either team were looking at as a crutch. But it's as if they were playing like it was. You know, I think it was a big mental battle in that because based off the initial picks.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of maps picks, we're going over to Haven next. We're going to go to a very short break, and then we'll be bringing it right back to Haven for the second map. And hey, maybe my prediction's correct. Maybe we see a 2-0 from Surrey Stags X.
You know what? I'm just excited that we're not on bind again.
See you guys soon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our second game here, where we will be finding ourselves on Haven. Our second map here for tonight, and perhaps the final one, to see if Surrey Stags Eggs can run away with the points that they have accrued so far. I mean, Aiden, how are you feeling after watching last game?
I'm not feeling great after my recent prediction. However, I have full faith that they're going to bring it around. I think there's a lot to be learned. Once you get to this point, you know, this level in this competition, there's a lot to be learned, and you can be rest assured that the teams involved are going to be analyzing very heavily, even just from the game they've just had. So I think we're going to see, obviously, different maps are very different strategies, but we're going to be seeing a lot more of a mental game here.
Yeah,
Could
well,
go either way.
Speaking of mental game, you know, Haven's one of these maps where we have to see a lot of things, you know, get pulled back in terms of strategy. One of the maps that we want to see, you know, a lot of Sentinels get played on here.
I mean,
which,
as you said, Josh, right here, we're seeing instantly Albro with the Killjoy and Glaceon looking to play the Killjoy.
We've also got
setup on Garage.
Cataclysm hovering over the Reyna, perhaps leading to match 095. Yet to hover over any characters. I mean, this is a game where you have to see, you know, attacking and aggression is very much, you know, to play here. But Sentinels and defense and lurking is, you know, with that middle site and, you know, the garage, and there's a lot to happen. There's a lot up in the air there. So I would perhaps say that maybe Surrey might, you know, have to play in a little bit of a different way, and you know, unless they just run out of time, kill everyone in 3 seconds. I mean, that's another way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we've obviously seen two Omens here on both sides.
My favorite.
And obviously Cataclysm here, if they do pick the Reyna, is that a mental game? And we also are seeing something that I find quite interesting. Phoenix with Rainy Boots. Phoenix not often utilized in high-level play.
I mean, we're seeing some characters here that we would never really see. I mean, I think we've seen a Phoenix just once before.
I think we have, and I do
here.
believe it was on Haven, I think, actually. So maybe there is some benefits with Phoenix on this map. However, it isn't something you see every day, and Cataclysm does indeed pick the Reyna. Very interesting there. I do think that's kind of like an ego thing here.
Perhaps.
I think it's going to be like, you know what? I saw what you can do. Let me show you.
I mean, Cataclysm was one of the stronger players on the side of Bristol. So if you were to put that, you know, that selfish benefiting duelist in the hands of anyone, I would say, you know, Cataclysm, definitely a strong choice here. And I would love to see what he does with it. Now, again, one of the things with this map, you know, I speak about the rotates, but also time and time again, you want to look at the fast rotates. Now, we commonly see characters such as Neon, Jet, Yoru, Waylay. These are the kind of duelists that you want to pull onto here, which we're actually seeing none of for the side of Surrey. We are seeing the Jet on the side of Bristol, but again, in terms of tier list, that's one of the weaker ones. I would say Waylay is currently, you know, somewhere near. I mean, to be fair, I think the top three, Waylay, Neon, Yoru, are all kind of interchangeable. Waylay is very good at getting those, you know, that initial burst onto site, and is commonly used as a solo duelist. A little bit of an expensive skydog, actually. But, you know, otherwise, we see that Neon Yoru go in very fast and fast rotate. Speaking of fast,
Look at that.
Bristol are wasting no time walking up here.
I mean, oh, wow.
Sim with the first pick immediately onto Kegstream. The smokes are taken out as fast as they went up. Sorry, backing up slightly here as they wanted to push main on A. Main in Bristol, although they got that first pick down mid, they aren't looking to benefit off it. I don't know if they spotted anyone else, but they're actually opting more over to A site as we see two there.
Another interesting thing is that Sim we saw on Sky last round can be really, really deadly. So to see Sim now on a Jet, a bit more of an aggressive agent, I mean, I don't know. It
changing things up a bit.
It could be. I feel like we're looking at a completely. Oh, having said that,
Rainy Boots finds Sim as he's swinging at different angles, stops an immediate push there. The flash
Oh,
comes through.
wow.
Oh,
Spike down
Albra
A.
with the, you know, the anti-flash there.
100%
baits
really
the
good.
spike. 15 HP on 095. He's just in the corner there. Finds the first, heals himself, catches not a second as Sam finds 095, but Turd Eater is right there with the shock dart. And sorry, a little bit of a staggering start there, but does manage to close out the round as the first goes to them.
100. I mean, they're turned into a flurry of, you know what, everyone just run at it. We'll see what happens. May the best man win. Sorry, do take the first round. And quite frankly, nothing about that round was a certainty. I don't think we were told or given much information just by vis-a-vis looking at how that went, how that happened, because I truly believe that this could be anyone's game just based off that alone.
I mean, let's see how 095 feels about that.
Oh, wow.
The whiffs 095.
Oh!
Boots with a 4K. Sadly, we weren't watching that, but I mean, you can see the kill feed. Whatever he just did there, you know, 095 had a couple whiffs initially, but Rainy Boots was there to just find 2 during the mayhem. And the moment he went down, he finds another 2, leaving Sam only by himself.
I mean, we've seen
No
this
gun,
before.
no position. Does have the spike.
Probably wants to just look to die to bomb here. Will that happen?
We'd
No,
have
it
to put
will
the bomb
not.
down for that to happen, but
Oh, yeah, of
Terminator
course.
pushes straight up to take him out. As sorry, 2 games in a row now have got the first 2 points. I think they're really good at these initial aggressive, you know, pistol and buy rounds are looking good for the blue.
I mean, Rainy Boots has ult. It's round 3. I don't even know how to feel about that. And okay, that is, you know what? It's not even that surprising. A timeout coming out for Bristol here after such a decimation.
I mean, you know, you coming on to the second map here, a bigger map, a map that requires maybe a little bit more thinking, especially forcing, sorry, you know, to pick up that Sentinel. You can expect some different things to happen. So I think, you know, Made in Bristol also trying to, you know, revamp their strategy and maybe thinking, oh, things are going to be a little bit different here. To immediately lose like that the same way you lost the first one, I mean, come on. And I think possibly, obviously we didn't see it perfectly, but I think maybe the way that they're swinging, either the whiffs, the team play, the retrades, weren't coming in and just allowed Rainy Boots to just stomp all over them.
100%. I mean, quite frankly, if that had happened to me, my mental would be in the bin. But of course, I'm a gold player, so I can't really speak too much on it. However, I would be scared here. It's their bonus round. The Phoenix ult could be a good piece of utility to use here to kind of give them that edge, even though they're not supposed to win this round.
I mean, they're a very aggressive team, so to just have this ultimate, this ultimate commonly used for aggression, on the second round here, depending on how they benefit off it, as you say, yeah, very well could be used to help them win this round. We see an immediate search through mid here. Does have a Vandal, so an equal fight no matter which way it goes.
I wouldn't be surprised that as soon as they hit a site, Rain Boots is running on with ult.
I mean, I would not be surprised to see that either. I mean, very talented player, has the gun to do that, and the ultimate to keep himself safe. Glaceon still holding on to the ghost, has heard some things, places down the orb. 095 though, finds Cataclysm.
In the ego matchup there with the Rainer 1v1, 095 comes out on top in this, I believe, first situation.
Rainy Boots and Kextreme though, finding Simmons. Zoe, the swing, Albert catches Rainy Boots, but 095 with another, finds the first, nearly the last, as they both swing, and there we go, a 3K for 095.
Starts out with the Guardian.
3-0. I mean, hey, it's a one tap is a one tap, a headshot is a headshot, and with a you know, a player like 095 who is nothing but bullet to dome. It doesn't matter what weapons in his hands. You're getting killed either way.
And we talk about their aggression. Now we see 095's ultimate coming up. We have both duelist ults here. I mean, and also these ultimates aren't very hard to get. Phoenix ult, I believe, what is the, how many ult points do you need?
I mean, we need, not many, I think it's just 6.
Yeah,
we're
just
seeing
6. I mean,
both of these duelists go for A and mid. Yeah, you heard about run it back, but look at run it down as they push immediately. 095 doesn't even care about the turret, shoots it once, and Albert's forced to swing, and he just straight off of it. 095 goes to push again, though.
Rainy Boots takes one more. Just holding on to the ultimate here.
095 spots Cataclysm in there, but Cataclysm wins the 1v1 with the Sheriff.
Oh,
Cataclysm with the second as well, putting them evenly. We are seeing Sam take some damage though. Now Glaceon, now this is the perfect matchup that you want to see. Getting that Sentinel, Ready Boots, go on man. You can hit a head, but you can't hit a dart. What is this?
Oh wow.
The shots, the timing on the swing, he has 2 flashes and he doesn't peek. There we go.
One shot. Sam is one shot
enemy
here.
remaining.
Glaceon takes out Cataclysm, putting them in a nice position behind, and Sam, the last one alive again, has the bomb, but also only 5 HP as he desperately runs to C-site to plant this bomb.
I mean, what are you doing if you're Sam here?
Oh, there's a Marshall as well. I didn't even realize that. He does have the Sheriff, but I mean...
Marshall to your name, 5 HP, 2v1, and one of
the... If he doesn't spot that bomb and it gets put off, that is going to be hilarious if he dies at distance. No. Okay, he plants late back sight. There we go, the run it back. Rainy Boots is not wasting any time. Glaceon, though, picks him off easily. I mean, anything for the round. Perhaps they didn't know he had the Marshall there, but I mean, to be fair, to give it to him, Sam was also the first person in this game to get a 4K. We have to remember his, 1v5 takes out 4 players and, leaves one. Lost the round still. but a beautiful way to end that round. And I think perhaps, you know, Sorry Stags are making sure that that doesn't happen again. Popping the
100%.
ultimate, anything for the round, as I commonly say.
Anything for the round. I think it's also, it's not even just about using it. I mean, if Phoenix ult is, as we spoke about earlier, it's got 6 it takes 6 charges. So
It's
it's not
practically
like,
a cooldown.
yeah, it's not like something you're too worried about losing.
Yeah.
It's one of the things where you just want to be throwing it when you can, and to secure that and keep them on 0 points, I think is you know what, it may not have been that helpful in practice,
But it's certainty.
but theoretically, I think that was the right play.
Absolutely. You know, again, we spoke about him, you know, being the first to get the 4K from that, you know.
Ooh.
Sorry, he
Almost.
shut me up. I had to focus on the operator shot. He is still peeking. Sim dashes up.
Hard push on B
The
maybe here.
slow-
Oh, wow.
095, despite being tagged, finds the pick.
Feeling safe.
Still, though, stuck backside with an operator. As the Reyna walks up,
Oh,
Cataclysm with the peek
Cataclysm.
onto 095. I mean, we talk about that, the ego that he wants to
Yeah,
fight.
Glaceon
One
takes
enemy
2.
remaining.
Okay,
Kick
kicks through with another. Sam, though, does find Turd Eater.
And we see Glaceon getting the 3K to finish it off there. Glaceon, I mean, just showing what the kind of cleanup ability that they have. I mean, he's really, really well played, making it 5-0. I feel like we need like a side counter or something just for the Cataclysm 095 duel, I believe. It's
I
like
mean,
something
if
like...
it's not 095, if it's not Rainy Boots getting these 3 and 4Ks, it's Kegstream and Glaceon with this, you know, almost perfect defense. However, I don't want to leave out Turd Eater here. Although he's not, you know, in these very aggressive picking situations, getting these, you know, bang, 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 he's not always in the limelight. He is doing a phenomenal job, you know, with his information, with his plays. 095, hold on. Bit of an awkward angle, finds the first distance out. Beautifully done. There we go, the ultimate coming through from Maiden Bristol. Sim and Sam. That's a nice way to say that. Sim and Sam fighting
Yeah.
2 picks equally. Kegstream, though, takes out Zoic on the side of Bristol. A 3v3.
I mean, it's just back and forth there. Plant coming down from Sam here. Gonna have to be a retake for
Spike
Rainy
planted.
Boots.
And we see Rainy Boots there with Turdy to the double up. And this is what I'm talking about. It's the information that he's giving these duelists here to help.
Oh!
See the perfect position coming in there from the Sova.
One enemy.
And Rainy Boots spots just about through the wall. Albra finds one onto Albra, flashes through.
He doesn't know.
They're doubling up. Turd Eater, perfectly played. Now that's how you want your initiated play. I speak about him. He may not be there every single time getting those 3 and 4Ks, but the way he doubles up, sticks with his team, plays his utility, gets him onto site, and even when Ready Boots isn't there to get the pick, does it for him. That's your initiator. And I mean, I'm sorry that you are playing this to near perfection. You've got aggression, you've got defense, and you've got an initiator who can do it all and follow up. 6-0. We are going home early tonight.
My jaw is agape, Josh. I have no idea how on earth Rainy Boots is pulling this kind of stuff off, but it is a marvel to look at. I genuinely, I'm not even entirely sure still how he knew that that person was there when he got that headshot through
Ever
the
so
wall.
slightly could see him, I think. Ever so slightly.
I mean, really, really good play there. And, oh, not. I'll save it.
Some
I'll save
warning
it as
shots.
the action comes in.
Sim pops the knives. No utility to enter those, so it's going to be a little bit of a slow enter coming from the Jet. Cataclysm, though, using the ultimate. Both the duelists ready for a fight. We see Albert walk up here. He wants Rainy Boots. Rainy Boots, if you're not careful about this, thankfully he jiggles and
Oh,
still
wow.
manages to get Albert, even though he was prepared.
Yeah, I mean, that's the difference right there. Rainy Boots has like really come alive this game to kind of showcase that, you know what, 095 isn't the only, you know, what you would necessarily call maybe like the star of
Absolutely.
the
And I think
team
every
now.
member of Surrey. 095 just about spots Sim on the timing. It's beautiful. Throws out both flashes.
Oh, wow.
The flick onto Sam.
Spike down
Ever so
A.
slightly cut off by his own utility as Cataclysm finds 2. Dismisses out. 3v2. Phoenix pops the ultimate, runs straight onto site. The flash comes through. Caught in the back by Zoic. Sorry,
the
forced to site.
information.
Zoic though with a
30
second.
seconds left.
A 2v2. Made in Bristol, finding it even. Cataclysm looking heaven here. He's ready for Rainy Boots. Rainy Boots
player
swings.
standing.
Oh, the reaction time. However, he has the bomb and teleports straight out to Seaside. Easy plant, easy money.
I mean, this, very interesting.
It's a
man.
fake TP,
Yeah.
but no one's there to benefit off of that. No one heard it. Glaceon, coming in close, is waiting for his teammate to fight it though.
It's tricky for Zoe, but we have seen him pull off harder feats. They both come from CT here. He's watching the angle, and it's not
Doesn't
enough.
find the first as Glaceon makes sure that Surrey keep the lead here, 7-0.
Yeah, I mean, this is starting to become utter destruction here. I mean, Bristol need to change something fast. How many timeouts does each team get?
I think it's 2 timeouts, if I'm correct.
2
And they've already
timeouts.
used their first.
They've used their first. I mean, something's got to give, right? We need Bristol needs to change something up.
I may be very wrong, but maybe 1. I think it might be 2 in the best of 5 and 1 in the best of 3.
Oh, well, I hope that isn't the case for Bristol's sake, because
I mean, I wouldn't even say that this is anything. I think purely Surrey from the last game they had aggression. I think this game they have aggression with tactic, and I think that's what's putting Bristol in a little bit of a chokehold here.
Yeah.
Is Surrey aren't only able to just get the kills; they know exactly what they're doing. Sim getting sprayed a little bit down there.
oh,
Rainy
wow.
Boots, the flicks on here, isn't able to find the 4K he got
Cataclysm
last
gets
round as
2.
Cataclysm finds the first 2, clearing out A site for his team as they desperately try to leak onto this site here. Members running out, but Surrey quickly there. Not quite able to counter as no one is able to get onto the side. Zoic with a beautiful and perfect spray through. I mean, that's time and spent on the game to know exactly where to spray through that. I would be hitting a wall if that was me.
Yeah, I mean, look, Surrey now put in a position of worry here for the first time that we've seen. Can Bristol convert and maybe shift the game?
Cataclysm and Sam, nice angle together.
One enemy
The
remaining.
the
Cataclysm
blind
finishes
comes
it
through from
off.
Cakestream, does manage to catch 1 with it and find 2, but Cataclysm is there to finally get Bristol on the board.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you really needed to see there for your Bristol. Let's get something happening. Let's change things up, and let's shift the momentum of this game.
Can we pull up the scoreboard quickly?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
14 and
14-3,
3.
10-7 as well. I mean,
Jesus.
Cataclysm leading the charge here, 8-7 for his team. I mean, not as many kills as I thought, to be honest, but I mean, he is the one doing a lot of the work. He's finding these 2Ks quite frequently. Honestly, a different look from the last game. I think last game he was just kind of a speed jump with his pads, but this game he's really taking these fights. He's put 095. He's taken those Eagle duels and he's actually won most of them, I think.
Yeah, I've actually had a little tally going on in the back of my mind to mark this duel.
Albra just about spots 095 through the wall here, but he's still in the aggressive angle. Sam runs right the way around, attempts to spray, puts him on 4 HP. As 095 repeats perfectly, gets the heal, but Cataclysm trades again. There we go, the win. Sim spotted by the turret, but runs on the C site. Perhaps heard by Kegstream. Maybe not. I mean, this is a beautiful position if he walks up here. Made in Bristol. They know exactly where to go. C is theirs. Sorry, forced to rotate quickly. The plant has been heard. Stops the plant with the ultimate. Doesn't find anyone though. Delays it slightly, but nothing else happens. Cataclysm found in the back from Glaceon though. Sorry, start to wander onto the site. 2 members left for Bristol. Thinking about the ultimate.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
Beautifully placed. Zoic, though, as he walks off site, finds the first. The flash comes through. Perfectly catches.
Oh, wow.
Glaceon and the spray to get Kegstream as well, leaving only Rainy Boots in a 1v3.
Unbelievable.
Bristol.
Unbelievable.
Completely flipped the way of the round as they get a second point on the board here. I mean, you even got the Killjoy ultimate out. How do you win that?
I genuinely, that is what they needed right there. That is the shift right there. You know what? We've got this. It may be 2v4, but it does not matter.
That was an absolutely perfect flash coming from the Omen. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better flash. You got flashed
100%.
yourself and still managed to catch the the spray transfer.
As I was saying earlier, we see this big ego matchup between Cataclysm and 095, and I believe Cataclysm is winning the 1v1s 4-2 right now, if I've calculated correctly. So 095. Speaking of,
095, 4-3.
4-3.
Rainy Boots with the first, Albert with a retrade.
You should run.
I mean, hey, the trade might, the ratio might be right, might be wrong. We're not very good at maths, that's why we do esports.
Exactly, Josh, exactly. We see the Killjoy coming out.
Crystal. Turd Eater gets the first, but isn't able to get the spray.
One player detained.
One player detained, but it's okay. 095 is at a safe angle. No one from Bristol was going to be able to walk up to get that. The rest of Surrey, though, they were able to delay the push from Bristol, making the Killjoy ultimate almost useless. We are seeing the Omen Getting to a nice angle backside here. Spray comes through from the top. Nothing quite. Another flash yet again.
Cover going out.
Sorry, they know they have the Omen teleport. They don't want to just give up all the sites. You're seeing Killjoy walk back here. Plant goes down, rotates straight away. The site is theirs. The bomb is down. 095 with the Sheriff. Oh, what a flick! Caught with a reveal. Sam, low HP, on site. 1v3, can he do it again? Members behind him, no. Grayson walks out and puts them on the floor. 095.
I mean, that was
Have a
disgusting.
shower.
That was
Touch some
disgusting.
grass.
That was horrendous. I'm sick to my stomach even thinking about
What
that.
chair is this man sitting on?
Yeah, no, that was insane. 8-2 now. Are we going to see another 9-3 curse potentially? Didn't work out for Bristol last time, but it
Placing
could
alarm bot.
this time.
It's not a 9-3 curse, it's a 9-3 maybe.
Fair enough. I mean, we're
Can I get
seeing...
this?
We saw a little bit of a momentum shift for Bristol there, but it could be that we're going straight back
Placing
to
sentry.
sorry domination if they're not careful here.
I think Bristol may be just able to benefit off of a little bit of mayhem that they caused. But at the end of the day, sorry, they have what it takes to, run away with this with a 6-point lead.
Nowhere to run.
Ultimate comes through for Bristol. Doesn't quite find anyone or anything. Rainy Boots, again, a beautiful angle. If Sim chooses to move, 095 with the first pick of the Abra. A reswing, Cataclysm takes him out again. Ego fight, Reyna on Reyna, violence.
Perfect.
Glaceon takes out Sim. 4v3, Bristol, not looking too good here. No space. 2 ultimates.
Looks like they're going to move to A here.
The perfect site to choose, as all members of Sorry have actually won enough. I think they've completely read that this is a C hit here. And they would be wrong. All 3 members of Bristol, if they speed up here, they could take A and get into some really nice positions. We are seeing one member of Sorry try to wander here, but they need to clear every angle. They can't be certain of where anyone is. Nice and slow.
I mean, they're allowing it. They're allowing the site to be taken here.
I mean, hey, it's been slow. They've got no noise, no information. Putting this pause that they,
30 seconds left.
There is no pause, but they think there's a pause in the round here. It is, it's the right read. But there we go. The bomb goes down. The call's been made. Everyone
Spike
rotates.
planted.
Caution
But
here.
Bristol in a beautiful position to hold this.
Only issue is it is a 4v3.
Cataclysm walks up.
Oh,
Rainy
wow.
Boots takes him out. Omen with a reswing. Flash comes through. Another flash again, though. Catches all members. Teleports out just as he gets caught. Slow
All
comes
rushing
through.
CT here.
Glaceon, Turn Eater.
enemy remaining.
Cake Stream. The 2K, though. Made in Bristol. Nearly managing to find that there. But Sorry are just about able to get a beautiful retake there. Utility to a T.
I mean, ultimately, I think it comes down to the aggression that they had there. I mean, they had the plant down, but then they went to go peek
Last round
outside
in
CT
the
there,
half.
which I think, if they just played a bit more slow, they would have had a better chance
I mean,
there.
you got to give it to Cataclysm. I honestly wouldn't have expected Arena to swing there either. But it's just the fact, it's not what you're doing, it's who you're swinging into. And you're
Yeah.
swinging into Rainy Boots.
Rainy Boots has been absolutely phenomenal.
He is here to, bring the bad weather to your day.
Yeah.
You want to take it? You want to take an angle that? No.
Yeah, no, couldn't have said it better myself there, Josh. Rainy Boots has been, a star player here. Can they bring it to double digits before the round ends? That would really be something.
A hard push for Bristol through mid. Cake Stream alone on site. Smoke goes down. A fast entrance. Sim walks up here. The Omen ultimate used for info, but is kind of wasted. Sim, he might swing like this, and he may be caught as they're playing off of each other.
Yeah.
Glaceon takes him out. Bristol have lost their first duelist, 095. A lovely flank here, but Zoic, the crosshair aligned. Cataclysm finds another turn to trades. Cataclysm with a second. Putting Bristol up. It wasn't
standing.
Cataclysm. The flick. Kegstream finds him though. 1v2. They know of his position. They can play together. Has one more smoke. Could cut him off here, but chooses to hold instead. I think they just about missed him. May go for the half here. The spray comes through. Pops off,
Yeah,
and Zoic
really
is
well.
there to shoot in the back. And Bristol bring it back to another 9-3.
Really well played there from Bristol.
Curse-ish, maybe. I mean, again, I think they're managing to find some nice plays in between the rounds here, but sorry, They're leading the charge. I think Haven is one of the maps that they're very good at.
I mean, Bristol are showing that they are capable, but the only thing is that they're a bit inconsistent with how they're showing it. You know?
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
They just need to look at what they're doing when they're winning these rounds and start to emulate it a bit more, because it feels like they're switching up a lot with their strategies, and Surrey are able to deal with most of them, but not some of them. And if they can just stick to those things that seem to be working for them, that's where they're going to come through.
It is, as much as you're saying, you know, they're capable, but keeping their capabilities, it seems a lot of the rounds they're just kind of benefiting off of one of their players getting a couple kills.
Yeah.
It shows that you're able to win your ones there. And speaking of Cataclysm, the first pick, taking out the smokes immediately for the defenders here. Now that could be tricky. Sorry, for the attackers. Now again, that's still tricky. You know, your angles you want to take here, whatever you do, you're finding all of them.
Plays it slow here. Rainy Boots with the Sheriff. Could be a deadly combination.
Walking up mid. We see Zoic playing just off-site, but is watching the entrance. Turdita and Rainy Boots. Who's going to be first? Rainy Boots finds Sam, but no comment has been made that they are pushing B. And in fact, it doesn't look like they are.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing it very slow here.
We also see 095 making a little bit of movement onto A site here.
Oh, wow.
Which is exactly where Cataclysm is. We may see another 1v1.
Cataclysm decides to opt out of the 1v1 there. 095, hungry for it.
30
Talk about the
seconds
noise
left.
that gun makes. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah,
Sim
oh,
though
wow.
finds Glaceon. Alba with another.
Cover going out.
Sorry, poor position, poor form. 2v4. Members of Bristol
They
with no
don't know.
HP though.
Oh!
Rainy Boots with a beautiful flick, but Alba to trade.
Down
Turnita
A.
finds the next. This is in a 1v2. He needs to get the bomb down. He
10
has the
seconds
time. He
left.
has the space.
Sim is low.
Spike planted.
Cataclysm opts for Heaven. Doesn't play sight with his team. Sim. He wants to take sight. Turnita has to win a one here. Shot a bit low.
One enemy
Takes
remaining.
out
Gets it.
Sim. Reloads.
Oh
He
my
takes-
god!
he
Full!
He shoots
Cataclysm,
in mid-air.
no!
Cataclysm takes full damage. Sorry,
Oh, wow.
I mean you won the round, but not in form that you would have expected. I'm sorry, I can't give that to you. That was not well played. That was messy.
I need to know why Cataclysm decided to jump down like that.
I think timing. I don't think he expected Turdy to just swing like that.
I mean, I mean that is something, all right.
You heard of
I have-
Valorant? Yeah, you've heard of Valorant timing. It happens. We've seen it many times
Valorant
here already. That
timing.
is Valorant timing at its finest.
Yeah, I mean, Valorant timing has been the bane of my existence for a long time, but sorry, falling like that, I don't think I've seen many people die to full damage. It looks like we are having a
A bit
timeout.
of a tech pause, having some issues. Perhaps a keyboard accidentally making you click space and jump out of the window there. You never know. It can happen. I mean,
I believe that's correct.
I've had tech pause. I've had some tech issues as well in my game. Sometimes my mouse just stops working and I can't hit any shots. Yeah, sometimes
I've got that. Wait, I've had that before.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just
Yeah.
playing the game and then my mouse just it doesn't go where I want it to.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And
yeah.
like you shoot next to them and stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes,
Yeah.
I have tech issues as well. Sometimes on my screen it says I'm going negative. I don't know
Yeah,
why it does that.
but you're not, right?
No, I'm never go negative.
Okay,
No, why would I
okay,
ever go
okay,
negative?
okay,
I'm good at the
okay,
game.
okay. Oh, yeah, no, me
Yeah,
too
yeah.
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, sometimes I get plenty of tech issues when I play. You know, sometimes it tells me that there's no radionite in my shop. It tells me my card is declined, and I'm like, what's this? I can't buy any skins. What do you mean?
Yeah,
It's just some
no,
tech issues.
I've actually had the exact same issues, except what they say is that my teammates, it says like you're trolling, stop, and I'm confused.
Yeah,
about
who's
it.
saying that? Anyway, back into the game. As we
Oh,
take
wow,
An
okay.
immediate start. 2 going down for each side here. The trades. Zoic and Sim finding some nice shots there with the Sheriffs. But sorry, walking straight onto the site. They have some good space. Lost 2 members, but still took 2 with them. The bomb goes down. No ultimates yet, but they do have the guns. Bristol. It's not going to be a good round for them as they are on a save here. Cataclysm, though, doesn't matter if he's on a save. He still takes out 095 with the Sheriff. Turnita with another shot on the Sheriff. 26 HP, though. 2v2. Oh! Sam and Cataclysm, you lose the... They have classics and Sheriffs. You lose that? Tell me why you're losing rounds where you have guns, the moment half your team has classics, you just win like that. I mean, that seemed almost one-sided.
I mean, Cataclysm was a big beneficiary for that round there with that Sheriff pick, making it a 3v2 there. And I feel like, again, a lot of the patterns I see with these teams is often a mental, you know, a game. And that is going to be horrendous for Surrey now as their econ gets muddled all over the place.
I would also say, you know, losing your smokes player that quickly in a round makes it very hard for you to hold any sight because you're exposed to every angle. And when they're coming at you like that, I mean, it just shows why smokes are so important.
Yeah, sure. The 095
did put
Cataclysm.
Dent in their economy. Oh, Cataclysm 095, the jewel of a century.
So they might want to push through Garage here.
A nice close angle for them to fight. Abra spots 2.
Unable to get a pick off there, but the info is there.
Sam beautifully moves his crosshair onto Turditor as he swings from the legs. Zoic with a second, taking out 095. 2 members down for Surrey. Bristol taking a third out. That's the spike. Glaceon just watching it. He hears the drop. He hears the shot.
Very interesting position here for Surrey.
Last player standing.
Doesn't manage to find anyone for Glaceon as Rennie Boots is the last one left alive. Sheriff in hand.
Don't count him out. Count him out. It's over.
Don't count him out. Sim takes him out through the wall.
Yeah, I mean, once you win, you know, if you win the eco round like that and you get a thrifty, the next round obviously goes in your favor there. So it's not a surprise that Bristol wins that, bringing the score to double now instead. And maybe there's some sort of comeback that can be had here for Bristol. I mean, the tides do seem to change ever so slightly, but we have seen this before, and Surrey have got the ability to just, you know, recalibrate themselves, you know, calm down and just go back to their utter annihilation that we know that they can do.
I think Rainy Boots
Joke's over.
leading the charge here. Pops the ultimate. They're trying to play very aggressive off of this. Bristol forced right the way off of the site. Pops the molly, runs straight through, doesn't find anyone. Zoic stops him. But still, Stags have the site. Sim aims to get some space. Sam manages to find one with the ultimate. Again, though, the site is not theirs. Turditor trying to take some peeks here. Caught by Sim. A nice flash comes through as Kextron with Rennie Boots find 2. Sam with the spray. Kextron with another. Albra. A 1v2 for Glaceon to get this. But the angles are not in his favor.
And there we have another round going to Bristol.
Bristol, I think they're, you know, suffering from a little bit of a Regigiga syndrome, a slow start for them. Eventually, though, picking it up. I mean, can we bring up the scoreboard again here? How many rounds have they won in a row here? Scoreboard, question mark?
Need a drop. Thank
There we go, okay. So in the last couple rounds,
3 rounds.
Sorry, I've won 3 rounds, but we've seen it mainly, you know, in the last, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rounds. 6 of them have gone to Bristol. I mean, that's...
If they keep playing like this,
that's looking good for them.
There's a good chance for overtime here. I mean, it is tricky, though, because Surrey do only need a small amount. It just one slip up from Bristol, and it can put them in a position where it's like, okay, actually, so they actually can't let up. Oh, wow, what a smoke. Stopping Cataclysm. And
Sam, though.
And Sim. Sam and Sim.
Jinx. I think maybe they're just getting a little bit too, you know, overzealous. They're trying to run things down a little bit too much. I think they need to take it a little bit slower, play off their strategies, not off their skill. Because Bristol are having some nice angles, some good utility, some good plays to just kind of prevent them to be that speed bump that I spoke about that initially Surrey were.
Yeah, and I mean, they just, all they have to do is play it decently slow now, because Surrey are the ones that have to make a move. Oh, wow.
095 attempts to find a nice angle, but the bullet spray from Sam, I mean, I know it's working, Sam, but the Odin is just...
One enemy remaining.
Cataclysm with another,
Spike
leaving
down
only
A.
Kextream.
And now Spike moves down, and Sam picks up the 3K, comfortably, flawlessly winning that round. 10-7 here.
I don't think we're supposed to be able to hear them talking in all chat, but we can hear a little bit of a rage there as Kextream dies.
You know, things do seem to be turning around now. Sam coming into it with the Odin here. Really good combination there with the Sova Odin for
the
good wall
dart.
bangs. And, you know, Surrey needs to now, you know, need to pull
I
it
think they've
together
got to
again.
take it slower. They're just kind of running and peeking into things. Whatever strategy I spoke about they initially had, it's kind of just fallen off.
Yeah, it seems that Bristol are starting to understand more. And Cataclysm
Beautiful shot for Cataclysm.
taking out Rainy Boots. That's a very valuable pick right there.
Absolutely. Extreme though, with the TP. Straight onto A Heaven though, stopped by Sam. Teddy's goes to clear out A Long. Clears most of it, but no one is actually there to chow. Looks like the majority of Sorry are aiming towards CB-ish area. Kextreme gets through, gets past the turret, but doesn't matter as he just goes for the spray, makes the noise. Bristol, a little bit of a rotate here. Not as many members on A anymore. Sorry though, they haven't exactly chosen where they want to go. They've dropped the spike in mid, showing indecisiveness. Looks like they're picking it up and opting towards B.
Feeling sight.
See if I'm correct. 095 throws down the flash. He wants to find someone. He wants someone to peek him here. Sam, the same. There isn't anyone actually watching A, but we do see Cataclysm with our operator holding it very nicely. Sam, the
30
pixel peek
seconds
with the
left.
Odin. This is the third time he's gone on a kill like that so far. And Cataclysm gets another.
I mean, Sam seems to have 095's number with this Odin here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great gun. Kextreme, though, speaking of Odins, it's this operator. If from this
One
angle, that makes it very
enemy
difficult. Sam with the spray through the smoke finds the first. It's only Glaceon.
Turret down.
Has to catch
Oh,
three members,
no.
but the run through from Cataclysm, the neon movement on Reyna.
Yeah, Sam left on 1 HP. How
Oh my
does that
god, that's
happen?
close. Wow. I think it was from 095. Hit some shots, but through a wall.
Very interesting there as Bristol win again, taking this game to 2 points now. Are we
Getting
seeing
close.
the comeback of dreams?
I mean, if I'm sorry, I'm definitely, my mental's feeling it. You lost the first round. It was a little bit close, but, so you won the first round.
Yeah.
It's a little bit close. Second round, you had the lead, but Bristol have pretty much snowballed themselves up here. I mean, 2 points isn't a lot. I mean, they very much have a chance to take this.
100%. I mean, I called it. If you
I
remember,
mean, okay, yeah,
said-
you
I
did
said-
you
I
did call that
say.
they were going to take this.
And you know, as a newbie to Valorant, the 9-3 curse, it's as real to me as you know, the breakfast I ate this morning. So
What did you have for breakfast?
I had
Deploying drone.
a sandwich.
For breakfast? Well, who cares as Capitalism takes out Rennie Boots first. Bristol again finding these first picks, pretty much taking the way of play straight out of Surrey. Zoic on 5 HP.
Here.
I mean, sorry, just feel like they're at a standstill.
Absolutely.
Like they're not sure how they can, you know, penetrate this defense.
It is a very strong defense. They're holding every single site with some very expensive guns, some very good angles. 095 caught a little bit. Knows where Albert is. Fires some warning shots. Glaceon perhaps opting for some positioning. Walks up through. Spot Albert in the corner, but the stinger at long range is fatal. 095 gets the trade.
Can he pick up Albra's weapon here and turn the tides?
Looks like a 3v3. However, we are seeing ultimates for both sides.
Last
Sam with the
player
first, Sim
standing.
with the second.
Spike
It's
down,
095 to
C.
do it all. If any man was to do it for the side of Sorry, it's him though. Catches the
one.
first. Picks up the spike.
30 seconds left.
Sam
Maybe
is
has
low.
the time to plant. The dart comes out.
Oh wow.
Put the knife away. He's peeking into Cataclysm though. And again with the operator. I mean, we speak about how it's very hard for Bristol and Bayern to, you know,
This seems
peak
funny,
Surrey. And they've just taken it right out of it. You know, how the turns have tabled, as the saying goes commonly.
100%. I think it's an interesting play there when they know they have the op to go look to peek the angles.
I mean, it's a close peak, though. I mean, usually the operator would be sitting a little further back and would be peeking a long one. To sit so close is almost disadvantageous because you've got to
Yeah.
move your mouse, you know, such a further distance if it's a close swing.
Yeah.
And you know, they both expected it. Cataclysm expected 095 to walk up. He read it perfectly, like a book.
I mean, Cataclysm has really come into their own this game.
Oh, yeah.
They've decided, you know what? Oh, and 095.
095.
Are we seeing the 095 of old, getting the first pick and pushing through? This
He's-
could be the change they need.
He's sick of Cataclysm taking his job. He's saying, I'm the winner that gets the initial pick, not you.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Sam, though, in a nice corner there, though. Anyone who peeks him, the crouch break from the Odin.
Really
Beautifully
good.
done from Rainy Boots, though, as he uses that ultimate to clear Sam out from the corner. Zoic
two.
getting 2. Just as you think, sorry, might have a nice angle here. Kegstream takes out Zoic, though, 3v2. Finally around, may go in the way of sorry. Can they convert this to a win? Oh, just about misses Cataclysm. As long as no one peeks this angle, they should be okay. The smoke falls.
So now it's tricky and op on
The Killjoy ultimate, though. Takes out one.
Albra takes
with
another.
095. It's only
And
30
oh my god.
Albra.
Albra just clutching the round there.
That's a perfect switch. I mean, and now Bristol have made it even. Show me the scoreboard. Show me this. Sorry, we're in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7-round lead initially, leading it to a 9-2, and then Bristol have just stole it back. A timeout, absolutely.
We've seen this coming.
Call that.
We've seen this coming.
What are you doing if you're Surrey here?
Honestly, everything needs to change at this point, because whatever mental state they're in, to have lost that many rounds in a row, when they know what they're capable of doing against that against this team, you need to think, okay, you know what? Whatever we're doing right now isn't working. I'm hoping that a team of this caliber has, you know, a different kind of play style up their sleeve or something like that. Hoping there isn't just one avenue go down it. They just need to change everything, because the fact right now is they're trying and they're pulling out everything they can with what their game plans are, and it's just not working. So they need to. I mean, you have the round. You have one round over them. It's 1-0. It's not necessarily going to fully hurt you. It's not you're going to lose everything if you try something different here. I think if I'm sorry, I'm trying something different and seeing if we can catch Bristol off guard.
Okay. See, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a difference they need to bring in. What I would say they need to do is they need to do what I told Bristol to do initially on Bind. I think it's utility and team play. There's too many times that Surrey are just swinging, you know, unnecessarily into this Odin operator without clearing an angle out first. As well as that, when they get onto the site, they're not playing together.
For sure,
they're not watching the right angles, and Bristol are just swinging and killing. There, a bit of utility to help them across. Cataclysm, though, has a nice angle with the operator. You need to clear it. But they're just walking up. It's not cleared. And again, Sam Glacier just walks straight into it. It's these angles. They're not clearing things. They're not expecting members of Made in Bristol to sit in these angles. They're letting themselves die. They're not so much easy things, but simple things.
Yeah, of course. The plan may be
Oh
simple,
my God.
but it's not easy.
Sam just took out 095 with a sky dart.
I mean, Sam on this Sova is a menace.
Whether that's from the Odin or his own, you know, just profession.
Last player standing.
Zoe
Oh, wow.
Spike
finds
down
Turd Eater
A.
as he attempts to rotate. Kickstream 1v5.
Flawless.
Albra, though, just shuts him down. It may be looking like we're going to Abyss, people.
Guys, I have to say it right now. The mentality shift is visible.
I think,
Just through the
sorry,
gameplay.
they're tired. They're tired.
100%. I mean, it's a visible, the difference. I mean, you see Albra running out with confidence there.
Yeah.
And it's just, at this point, it's like, you have, I think, honestly, Surrey needs to start having more fun with it at this point. They need to get into a mental state where they're more relaxed, because right now, it feels like it's way too tense. They've let them come back. They're in their own heads. They just need to enjoy it. Would be my honest advice.
Sim with the Outlaw. He knows that Bristol are low on HP. One shot is all they need, but Albra to pick it up. Turd Eater finds Sim. 095 with another. Two of them gone immediately. We have lost Rainy Boots, but it doesn't matter, as they have the site now. They have the space. We are seeing two ultimates as well for both sides. We could see a very nice Killjoy ultimate. Never mind as Zoic takes out Glacier and makes it a 3v3. The Odin shots coming through. 095 in all position. Forced to reload. Sam to kill.
Turns to a 3v2 just like that.
Enemy remaining.
3v1. It's only Stream straight through the box by Sam. I mean, you thought Surrey had a nice position there, but then the gaps start to show as the difference in guns appears. I mean, it was very good for what they had on a save there, getting 2 in the bomb down. But Made in Bristol, genuinely the comeback of a century. Match point for the opposite team.
I mean, I said with confidence, yeah, you know what, Bristol, they're going to do it 9-3 kills. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I really thought the game was wrapped when it hit 9-3. But you know what? Bristol have proven me wrong, and I'm happy they did. Because it makes me feel like I've backed the right horse here. To have the kind of mentality to go through that and then still get to this point. It's genuinely harder than a lot of other things you will experience when playing this game.
Sim with the Outlaws. We got both Sim and Cataclysm with Outlaws. Sorry, with Operators. We do. Both with Operators and an Odin. I mean, that's just not fun to play into, is it?
And the ult comes through here.
Zoic runs around here. Sim tries to take some space. I think he's going to get caught in the ultimate here. Forced to go back as he runs into 2. And there we go. Kextrum and Rainy Boots to catch 2. Now this is a much better start than last we saw. 095 backed all the way up into their spawn. He's about to meet Cataclysm.
Oh,
He
turns around at the wrong time.
Cataclysm! 095 turned around at the last moment as he catches him. No! Zoic fake keeps out 1 HP. Has Turdy to Reddit though? Yes, he has.
Wow.
He takes out Zoic. 3 members of Bristol down, 1 for Surrey.
Careful now.
Rainy Boots delays the push.
Good util.
Cataclysm walks straight through, called by Rainy. Sam, the last one in the back of Rainy with a 3K.
That's it. Break time.
Finally, Surrey have found another round. They're playing better. Strategies implemented.
Rainy
Space
Boots.
taken. Bombs down. Points made. Hotel Trivago. I know I said too many, but I wanted to fit it in there.
Rainy Boots coming back into it has the ultimate, the only ultimate online right now going into this round, which they desperately need as match point is still at play here.
I mean, aggression is Surrey's strong point, and I think that's the problem. They're running into an Odin or an Operator at every single site, and that's what's stopping the aggression. It's the perfect counter. So perhaps clearing out an initial space, taking that first shot off using a Phoenix ultimate could be the way to get a sight. But here we're seeing both the Killjoy and the Sova holding opposite angles. They're expecting an easy push.
It's very interesting seeing Rainy Boots and 095 being quite isolated here, as what you'd expect to be the entries onto a site. They're just kind of playing back, and they're playing it very, very slow here, which I think honestly is the right play.
Sim going for the Vandal this time. We're seeing the Sova pull out the ultimate. Doesn't quite find anyone. I think gets a tag onto the Sova with the last shot though. They're playing this very slowly. They're not using their, so-called aggression. We are seeing Cataclysm move off of B at the perfect time to give Rainy a little bit more space, but he's still being cautious. He doesn't want to just take it unnecessarily. He may find Zoic though. No. Timing again. Race on the first. Takes out Sam. That's the Odin gone. That's very good if you're sorry.
Rainy pops the ult.
Turnito with another.
He knows now is the time.
Rainy Boots taken out from his ultimate. Zoic pushes up. Glaceon and Rainy Boots playing together though.
Really
Only the
good.
duelists left for Bristol.
We know what Cataclysm can do though.
But left in this kind of position with an Operator could be detrimental. Kegstream swings, doesn't mind anything. The dart comes through, gets broken immediately. Sim swings.
1 enemy remaining.
Found by Rainy. Only 1 left, and Glaceon picks it up, and Surrey have finally found the kills. They have found the space, the time. We're going into over.
Switching sides.
We're going into overtime.
Overtime.
I
Josh.
did not think this is what we were going to be seeing.
No. This is genuinely an insane game here. And now we get to see, I mean, we saw Bristol kind of take over defensively, but now we get to see Surrey, who did so well defensively. It seems that both teams here defensively have known what they're doing and were able to keep it on lock. But now we're getting, obviously, with the overtime switch up each round, this is where everything culminates here. Both teams showing their strength, having that strength in the same areas on this map. We're now going to see who has that edge.
I mean, I think we saw Surrey take a little bit of a stronger side on the defense, so maybe this could be for them. Getting this first point would be huge in ways of mental. 3 rounds in a row for them. Bristol wasting no time rushing onto A. We're seeing 095 with the flank though. Rainy Boots in a beautiful position. Slightly exposed for the dart. 7 Alvaro though with the first 2. Bristol immediately picking them up. Gets the site, gets the plant. 095, nice position.
Spike planted.
There's a bit of you killed your utility there to stop him from getting any further. Cataclysm You see him going ever closer to 095, but the timing is perfect. He gets round. He's in a nice position here to pick up not 1, not 2, but maybe even 3 kills.
Cutting their vision.
His location has been noted.
Oh, Valorant timing.
Sam, though, finds Glaceon.
Last
Was
player
blinded,
standing.
but doesn't
Cataclysm walks
matter.
around, leaving only 1, and there we go. Surrey to lose, Bristol to win. They took 2 rounds, but Bristol, they're keeping it even though it's
sides.
overtime.
Match
They're pulling it
point.
back. Abyss may be closer than we thought.
Yeah, I mean, winning on attack for both of these teams is the godsend scenario, as both teams have shown their strengths on defense rather than on offense here. So if you can actually take that in overtime, it puts you in a really, really good position where you're really, really confident. If you're Bristol here, you're thinking, okay, we have this on lock. We know how to defend against this team. And it, as you said, Abyss could be very well on its way.
Yeah, I mean, the defense of Bristol was absolutely perfect for them. That's where they shone. And we see 2 players swing out there.
Wow.
Rainy Boot to the first, though. Can he get Cataclysm? Turnied with another. Zoe catching 095, though. Made in Bristol. 2 players down already, and there's smokes. Albra walking out there. Sorry, they're planting on B.
Spike planted.
Cataclysm caught by
Really
Rainy.
good.
Albra with the second, though, on the flank. They know where he is. Backed up by Sam.
I mean, this is a really difficult position for Bristol here.
All Surrey need to do is play passive. Don't swing. Hold your angles. It will go in your way. Main and Bristol need to clear everything. Utility is gone for them. Rainy Boots has the flash.
Oh, wow.
Sam with the spray down from the Odin. He bought it on the round.
Uh-oh.
Last
Dextream,
player
though.
standing.
1v1.
He's sticking it. Not quite.
And he gets
Dextream takes him just as Sam manages to half it. We're even once more. 13-13. Sorry, aren't out yet.
Sorry, get
Switching
another
sides.
chance on the defense here to
Overtime.
turn the tides of this game. Stop being on the back foot as they have found themselves for the majority of this game at this point.
We talk about turning tides. This game has been nothing but crashing waves going in the side of Surrey. Swap to Bristol, back to even 13-13. I mean,
It's
I did
unbelievable.
not expect this after the first game, and especially after the start that Surrey had.
Yeah, I mean, as we said before, I mean, Bristol to be able to do this is by far the most impressive thing I've seen in this game. It's the most impressive aspect of this game.
Aiden Bristol.
Cutting.
Getting a little bit of information on both sides. So something in there.
Oh,
Ready
wow.
gets to the first. Gets called by Albra, though. Again, that's the smokes gone.
Very good for Surrey.
Yeah, and bad for Bristol, especially. Not able to, hold these angles here. Extreme
Almost.
gets Cataclysm so low, but just not quite.
Oh!
And he sprays him down.
The game sense turd eater.
Albra, though, manages to find it. A 3v2 in the way of Surrey. Albra and 095. Made in Bristol, forced to back out.
I mean,
It's definitely going to go in the way of Surrey here. I mean, they have the smokes. They can hold off more angles. Made in Bristol, forced to peek, not only every angle close, but every angle long as well. Forced to play together. Surrey, though, holding down 2 sites. C is the only open site. I say that. I look at the map again. Completely locked down by the
is
utility of
not
Killjoy.
open.
The moment you walk on there, you'll be found by a turret.
30 seconds left.
it is a
Spike
good
drop.
position for Surrey. Having both sites locked down and then also having
Scanning
C
ahead.
locked. I mean, it showcases why you were talking about it, Josh, about how good.
London Bell comes
Killjoy
through.
is.
Albra, very low HP as he doesn't manage to break. Glaceon in a beautiful
Spike
position.
planted.
Not heard by Sam.
One
Oh,
enemy
wow.
remaining.
It's only Glaceon. Low HP.
Oh,
The
no.
ultimate goes down and he finds Glaceon. Time is ticking. Bristol are forced to back out here. It was popped very early. They still have time. Nothing to worry about. 19 HP though. He's going to wrap round
Yeah, I mean, it gives Albert a great
Albra.
opportunity.
There's no way. 095. He's watching it.
Oh,
Hold.
wow.
Hold on.
beautiful.
Hold. Didn't even.
He
You
heard,
didn't hear
he
that.
heard
No,
a
you
footstep.
didn't hear that.
I think he did. I think he heard the jump and just
Team
got a
A.
really
That-
nice prediction.
095.
It was beautiful.
Switching sides.
I'm speechless. I'm
Match
actually
point.
speechless.
This is a rare case, folks. Josh has nothing at all.
I mean, that was crazy.
It was crazy. Don't get me wrong.
A
It was
singular
crazy.
step through the wall, bang!
Yeah, I mean, you can't mess with 095. He had, you know, obviously he was a bit more volatile last game,
Right,
but
I'm feeling good after that. If that was me, I'm feeling good.
100%. It
You
puts
won up.
Sorry in a good position.
You
here.
were losing, but you do that? I mean, come on.
Turn out.
He has the gun. He's going to swing. Sam, though, not holding it fully. Sim walks up,
Very
spotted by the...
interesting from Sim.
095 with the first on the Sam. Clayson with the second on the Sim. Sorry. It's already going their way. Cataclysm with an immediate trade-off from Rainey. I mean, that's a fast round from Bristol.
I mean, it's very
3
interesting
down already.
from Sim to take that kind of angle, exposing themselves to multiple angles there.
Look, taking the angle initially wasn't the problem. It was the re-peek after getting spotted that was bad. Albert looking to push up here. Doesn't know that Sorry are coming through mid
this could be
3. He's
big.
going to meet Rainey.
player.
The
Oh, wow.
timing. Oh, Sorry, you're in a beautiful position to keep this.
Come on, let's
It's
go.
only Zoic.
Can
The
Zoic
solo
do
omen
it?
on the wrong site.
Uh-oh.
He's read it completely wrong.
Uh-oh.
Time is going to start ticking down slowly for Bristol. They thought they had it, but it's just slipped
Oh,
away.
no. Come on, Zoic.
One smoke left. A blind and a teleport. 095 getting closer. And he takes it. And Sorry,
Attackers win.
just about managed to come back there in overtime. I mean,
Unbelievable. What a turn of emotion. I mean, I felt every emotion in that game.
as I said, I mean, we talk about turning the tide. That was a game. That was a surfing game, a game of waves, crashing waves.
Unbelievable.
Oh my.
We had, I believe it was 7-0 at the start of that for Surrey, and then it quickly became 10-8 for Bristol, or sorry, 12-10 for Bristol,
And then 12-10.
and 12-12 into 14-12, or was it 15?
We weren't here for maths. We're here for esports.
Exactly. No maths involved. All we know is that Surrey and Bristol showed insane determination that game to pull off one of the most entertaining and dramatic games we've seen yet.
I mean, the switch up from Bristol was absolutely mental. I did not. I'm sorry, Bristol. I did not expect you to go that far. That shows mental resilience. I think, you know, the moment they managed to find out how to stop. Sorry, as I mentioned, that Odin, the operator, they're expensive, hard hitting guns. If you run into a side, you don't clear the angles, and you meet those guns, spray down, one tap. It's hard to run into them. So, you know, if you're Sorry, if you're not properly clearing these angles, using the utility, playing off of each other, what just happened will continue to happen to you.
Like, genuinely, the most impressive. I mean, we can talk about the drama of that game and how impressive it was. Like, the most impressive thing about that is Bristol's resilience.
Absolutely. I mean, losing the first 7 down and then bringing it to overtime after that, beautifully
Unbelievable.
played.
Unbelievable. Not even just bringing it to overtime, bringing them to force an overtime.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Unbelievable. But Sorry, they did what they had to do.
And
They
they took
showed
it
that
2-0.
ultimately they were, you know, the stronger side.
Yeah. Which, hold on, let me just say that again. Sorry, 2-0. Sorry, 2-0. Did you hear me say it again? Sorry, 2-0.
I think my
Who
mic's
predicted
not
that?
working.
I
I've got
predicted
no
that
idea what
off
we're
of
saying
no
right now.
information. I predicted that. You were wrong. I was right. Oh, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching NSE. We'll be back next week with more games. My name's Josh. This is Aiden. Goodbye.